arguably say that this has probably been the most explosive Dr. Noun's visit ever. It's been some, Ashley comes to mind, Kenae comes to mind, Justin comes to mind, another Angela comes. It's been some very memorable Dr. Now visits at the office, but let me tell you, I feel like this, if it ain't top one, it's top three. She's got three. Oh, she came for Dr. Now. She went low. She was like,
I could have Googled your plan. What?
Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day.
Last time. Let's talk it out. My name is Toya. Thank you so much for clicking. What are we doing today? We are talking. What are we talking about? My 600-pound life. Who are we talking about? We're talking about Kenae. We got a lot to talk about because when I first started watching this, I was like, oh, we going hard for her. We gonna have to go hard. We gonna have to tell the truth. We gonna have to put it out there. We going hard on Kenae. We can't allow this to go on. But Kenae got her life together. She did. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to give her benefit of the doubt. I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt. However, we are going to use her as an example of what future 600-pound my lifers are not going to do. So that's where we at. Excuse me. Let's go. So we start with Kenae. She's 41 years old. She lives in Texas. She live in a big old house. It's a lot of them in the house, what I'm trying to say. It's her husband, her sister-in-law kids, sister, and her mother-in-law. They all in this house, right? And then when the show started, I'm like, okay, here we go. That's what I said. The show was very emotional from the beginning. She in the bed. She got her CPAP, IPAP machine on with the dog next to her. Get up. Then she called her nephew in there, and he helped her go to the bathroom. And this is where I started. I'm like, oh, my goodness, here we go. Because when I tell you that this woman, it was hard for her to get up out that bed and it was hard for her to walk. And that boy, he was holding her up pretty much like a walker. It's like he was the walker helping her get to the bathroom. I'm like, oh my goodness, I feel sorry for these kids. And I'm scared if somebody fall, this ain't going to be good. That's what I'm thinking from the very beginning. Then we get to the shower scene, which is more like a toilet, sitting on the toilet bath scene. Because she called her niece in there. Her niece gave her a bath on the toilet. And again, like I said, this woman was very articulate. And when I tell you, I feel like she gave not even an insight because we've heard it, but she greatly detailed the challenges as it relates to obesity, as well as the inner conundrums and the inner thoughts of a person that's super morbidly obese and day to day and how life is. I feel like she captured that and she gave us all of that. Like she said so much stuff that was profound. And I was like, this girl, like she was really sharing. She was really, I felt like she was capturing her feelings very well and just like giving us an insight. Like at one time she was like, you can't be overweight and be happy. And I'm like, boy, she would destroy the plus size at any size community. But I don't think she meant overweight and be happy. I think she meant like you can't be almost bedbound and be happy. That's really what she was saying, in my opinion, what it felt like she was saying. Which again, that's still destroy. That's not what we talking about. Talk about this story. So, where am I at? Yeah, so, she just was really giving a lot of insight, a lot of stuff. Then she goes and we get the breakfast scene. And again, I'm just like, oh my God. I was just like, what she's teaching the kids by eating like this. Because she's the one who, we found out later, she's the one who get the groceries. She's the one who cooks. She's in charge of pretty much how everybody eat. And when she got her breakfast, I was just like, Lord have mercy, these kids think that this is how you should eat. Or they think that this is okay for breakfast. And I was just like, oh my goodness. That's who I'm really worried. At this point, that's what I'm worried about. I'm worried about this house full of children and grandchildren because they see this and they think that this is probably normal. Because that's what they see. She talked about her childhood, which she said she had a happy childhood. She said she had a normal childhood. I think she said she was always the heaviest one when she was about 10 years old. She was about 150 pounds. She said, but she had nobody made a big deal out of it. She went through high school. She went to prom. She went to date. She had boyfriends. She didn't have problems. 99 problems. She didn't have no problems there. She graduated. I think she said she was like over 350 pounds, but it wasn't no thing. She moved on her own. That's when the big problem comes. She was working in a nursing home. She was eating whatever she wanted to eat, which really was fast food, which she said. She got up over 400 some pounds and the weight just kept piling Then she talked about, this was really probably the most turning point and tragic. Her mother died. She was 35 years old. Mother died, and we found out later that she never grieved. So her mother died, she never grieved. Food, weight, just kept on coming, kept adding together. And then it was a tragedy that happened, which is actually how they all came together to live in the same house, which she says that actually saved her life because it gave her purpose. It gave her opportunity to be able to, be meaningful and have importance to life, which I definitely, could see the value of that especially coming out of a tragic situation. Oh, I forgot. She's been married for, I think, 14 or 15 years, been with her partner for 20 years, who happens to be a pastor. We're going to talk about that later. So, it's really only a couple of main things that we need to talk about this story. So, they live in Texas already, only a couple hours from Houston or Dallas. Is they in Houston or Dallas? Houston. So, they get to Dr. Now's office. Of course, she's scared. I would be scared to meet Dr. Now. Scared of the whole process, all this stuff. She get there. Last time she weighed herself, I think she was like 6'13". She get on the scale 6'14". She only gained a pound. So that's what starting place. That's where we at, right? Ain't nothing big. Dr. Now get there. He meet everybody like, hey, what's up? Some dynamics going on here. Why you here? You don't lose weight. Dr. Now give her the same spiel, like tell everybody, he's like, I'm gonna give you 2 months. And he told her lose between 60 and 80 pounds in 2 months. That's what he told her, 60 to 80. Remember that. That's important. And he was like, high protein, no carbs, 1,200 calories, no snacks, 400 calories, pretty much eat meal. You do that, you can lose easy. If you do that at your size, you can lose 100 pounds. Easy in 2 months. But you only got to lose 60 to 80, which 60 to 80, that's only 30 pounds a month. That's important to know. So she go home. Next thing you know, we see her up walking. And when I say sis is walking, She got her walker and she like, yeah, since I went to Dr. Now, I've been getting up, exercise every day, making myself go back and forth to the car. And when I tell you, you could tell night and day, because in the beginning she was huffing and puffing just to make it around the corner to get in the bathroom. But sis was out here with a walker, going back and forth, walking in the house, walking around. And she looked at, it was night and day. And I'm like, Kenae, girl, I was clapping her up already. I was ready for this. I'm like, this about to be good. And then here comes, I think I can arguably say that this has probably been the most explosive Dr. Now's visit ever. It's been some, Ashley comes to mind, Kenae comes to mind, Justin comes to mind, another Angela comes. It's been some very memorable Dr. Now visits at the office, but let me tell you, I feel like this, if it ain't top one, it's top three. It's top three. It's up there. So, it's this what it's going on. She gets there. It's been 2 months now. Remember, she's supposed to lose 60 to 80 pounds. This girl get off the scale, she done lost 22 pounds. Now, anybody in the world know this ain't gonna fly 22 pounds? And now I see why they were showing us doing all this movie, because that's all she was doing. She was doing her exercise. She was going back and forth, but that's all sis was doing. And Dr. Now explained that to us. Anyway, so she get in there. She knows she ain't getting no surgery. She know Dr. Now ain't about to be happy with her. She already know how it's going to be, so she on guard. She ready to fight. And that's where I think this is where this went wrong. This anybody that's going to go 600 pound life, don't you come back. Don't you come on this show. If you wrong and you ain't do what you're supposed to do, let me tell you what you better do right now. You better humble yourself, be quiet. That's Dr. Now told her that. Sit down. Be humble. Sit down. Be humble. He told her that. Or did he tell us that? I don't know. Anyway, you know you did wrong. You sit down, you take his stuff, and you shut your mouth, and you be quiet, and you take it, and you say yes. Yes, sir. Anyway, she didn't do that. She went in there. I wrote this. Let me find out where we at. So here's where the drama started. She goes, he like, well, why you ain't do my plan? Because obviously you didn't follow none of my plan. You only lost 22 pounds. You know, if you would have did my plan, you could have lost. You know how much you could have lost if I put you on high? This is a rhetorical question. This ain't nothing. He really asking you so he could tell you the answer. You know how much weight you could have lost if I put you in the hospital? She like, no, I have no idea. He like 25 pounds in 1 month. So you come in here losing 22 pounds in 2 months, less than what you could have lost in 1 month. You ain't do anything on my program. She like, this is where the war jumps off. She like, oh no, Dr. No. She ain't crying. She doing all this huffing and puffing. She like, no, you didn't tell me how good of a job I did. And I couldn't even barely walk in here, and I'm in here walking. I can get to my car myself. No, you're gonna listen to me, Dr. Now. Oh, did you just tell him that? Now, you know 22 pounds wasn't enough. You should just came in there and be quiet. She's going back and forth. You assumed I wasn't on a diet. And you assumed I wasn't following your plan. And you assumed, you told me I was supposed to lose 100 pounds in 2 months. And that's not healthy. And that's not reasonable for you to do. Dr. Nell stopped it all. Don't worry. You don't need nobody to come to Dr. Nell's defense. Dr. Nell's like, who told you losing 100 pounds in a month wasn't healthy? For you it is. Dr. Nell's like, girl, being 613 pounds ain't healthy. You need to lose as much weight as you can, as fast as you can. And I'm not in no position. The work is going to come from you doing the work. You got to put the work in. You couldn't buckle down for a couple of months. You in charge of the food. You can't control y'all for a couple of months to get the process moving so you can get the help that you need. You can't do that. And then she dropped the bomb. This one, she went low. I felt like, oh, she came for Dr. Now. She went low. She was like, I could have Googled your plan. What? Did you just tell Dr. Now that you could have Googled his plan? And she said it a couple times. He was like, oh, no, you could not have. That plan is specifically for somebody that weighs that amount of weight and has the amount of weight that you have to lose. You couldn't have never Googled my plan. She was like, yes, I could. But then it was crazy because then all of a sudden she snapped. I think they took a break. And one of the producers talked to her, or her family talked to her husband, somebody, I don't know who, but somebody told her, like, look, Dr. Now is here to help you. These people are here to help you. They are not your enemy. You need to calm down, get yourself together. You are wrong. You did wrong. You the one who came in here and lost 22 pounds and you was supposed to lose 60 and you thought you was going to get. Can't nobody pat you on the back for that. It's other people watching this show. This bigger than you, Kenae. It's other people out here watching and he pat you on the back for losing 22 pounds. What you think? People think that's not good when you in a race for your life and he told you to lose 60 pounds. You lost 22 in 2 months. That ain't. Let me continue. Y'all seen that scene. This was the most explosive scene, but somehow it wrapped up. It ended, and she changed her tone. She was just like, okay, yeah, I can do that. I'm going to read it like the Bible. I'm going to read your plan like it's the Bible every day. I'm going to do what you say, Dr. Now. I'm going to get on your plan. It's done. It is already done. Already done. Let me stop. So now Dr. Now tell her, look, you just do the plan that I told you. I'm going to give you the same thing. I'm going to give you 2 more months to come back here and I'm going to tell you to lose 75 pounds. Same thing. Go 2 months, come back, lose, and you need to go to psychotherapy, of course. And I don't care about none of you say the results need to be changed on the scale. That's what he told her. So she goes see Dr. Paradise. And when I tell you that he didn't play with her either, Dr. Now had gave him the notes from his visit because he didn't play no games with her. He didn't come in playing. He was like, you know, you're in denial. You didn't grieve your mama. You need to do that. You write her a letter and hopefully you can get all of that out. That's what you need to do. So she goes back. It's month 5. She lost 49 pounds. She doing better. So Dr. Now, he did tell her, he was like, you know, I'm proud of you. I'm happy for the progress that you have made. It shows me that you've seen how to lose weight. You try. He's like, but I'm going to be honest. I'm going to keep it real. Like, that's really not enough. I'm not about to prove you for surgery. However, I'm not just going to leave you like that. He was like, what I'm going to do, I'm going to run some tests, make sure that you are strong enough and you will survive surgery. And if you can lose 30 pounds by next month, I'm going to schedule you for surgery. Deal. Everybody happy. Win-win. She in the pool, doing exercises. We see her going to her husband's church. I mean, this woman out driving by herself. She at the store shopping. I'm like, Kenae, I'm proud of you. You took a bad moment, bad situation. You changed it. You got yourself together. And you realized you was in control of the outcome and you was going to take control of it. And she did. And she was mobile, doing stuff, cooking better dinners for the family. Like, you could just tell that it was kind of a difference, right? Then next thing you know, it's a black screen. I'm like, oh my goodness, come on. Doctor now calls. Obviously, some of her lab work is off. And doctor's like, look, I want to send you to a specialist. Make sure it ain't nothing bigger than what it is. And pretty much we're going to have to postpone the surgery until it is you are physically ready. For your body can physically take surgery. Because that's what's most important, that you will survive surgery. So our goal is to get you to lose as much weight as you can so that you will be able to survive surgery. He said, now this can take anywhere from 3 to 9 months. I can't really tell you that. It's just depending on when it appears that your body is ready for surgery. So we get to month 12, unfortunately, and she still hasn't had the surgery. However, she's doing really good. She had lost 35 pounds that month. And she was down to 135 pounds of weight loss to date. And pretty much she's just waiting on the clearance, the medical clearance that she is physically okay to go ahead and have surgery. So that's where we're at month 12. So I'm suspecting that where we are at now is going to be a lot better, because hopefully it'll pick up when she can actually have surgery. And we'll be able to see Kenae's progress. But I will say I'm glad, because at first I was scared. I was like, this ain't gonna end well. But you know what? I think she was a great example of, you know, you can be caught off guard. And I think Dr. Now, nobody expects, okay, you 600 pounds. And it's hard, right? Weight loss is hard. Eating right, all that stuff is hard. So if you come there the first time and you don't get it right, Dr. Now ain't never kicked nobody out his program for coming there the first time and not getting it right. Just your attitude got to be right, okay? Your attitude got to be right. And so I'm glad she was able to change her attitude, change her mindset, and just like, this ain't personal. I'm here to change my life. I got to do the work. And she did. And so I can't wait to see the progress. I can't wait to see her on where are they at now. If you guys enjoyed this review, could you please thumbs up, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one. I'm out of here.